Draymond, can you just walk us through what happened there?
My leg got grabbed. Second time in 2 nights. Referees just watch it. I got to land my foot somewhere. And I'm not the most flexible person, so it's not stretching that far.
So you didn't really see where you were stepping? You just kind of...
I can only step so far. I'm pulling my leg away, so it is what it is.
What was the explanation they gave? I know they gave him a technical, then obviously you a finger into it.
The explanation was I stumped too hard.
How hard was that impact? Were you surprised that he was on the ground for that long?
No, I wasn't surprised that he stayed down that long.
You said 2 times you've been held with Sabonis, both times?
No, it was Monk last game, right on the baseline under the rim. So either you're going to stop it. John Goble was looking at Monk hold my leg the last game, and he just let it go. And Zach clearly was watching my leg get held this game and let it go. So I guess ankle grabbing is okay.
How would you describe your actions and the crowd's actions after that? You certainly egged them on. Did you feel you needed to respond to them, or were you hearing anything that you needed to respond to there?
No, I'm just having fun. It's a fun game, fun atmosphere to play in. So it's fun.
Draymond, you guys have been down 3-1 a couple of times. You've been through just about everything, but you haven't been 0-2 in the series going home.
That's exciting, right?
I was going to ask you what you thought about it.
A new challenge. After the game, I was actually thinking about that. Like, man, I think this is one we haven't seen yet. And we've conquered all the rest of them. So why not go conquer this one? It'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's good.
Draymond, how would you look at the first 2 games of the series in terms of the way you guys have played and the way they have played? I mean, what are you seeing?
I think we've played we've played okay. We haven't played awful, but we definitely haven't played well. And yet, come down last 4 or 5 minutes each game and you got a chance to win the game. So all things considered, I like where we are. We just got to down the stretch, get stops, and convert on the offensive end. But give yourself a chance to win. That's all you can ask for. And we've did that twice, so like it.
What have they done to make it so hard?
Well, they've made shots. They put a lot of pressure on our defense. And, they didn't particularly shoot the ball well all night, but they've made shots down the stretch. So got to give those guys some credit. But there's a lot of things we can clean up.
Draymond, you guys had 22 turnovers tonight. A lot of them were unforced. How can you clean that up?
You just got to accept the pressure, and then go to your counters if the initial action isn't there. And I think a lot of times, and myself included, you're just trying to force it, and getting a little sped up. So just can't get sped up. We know what we're trying to get to. You got to be patient. Handle the pressure, and then, when we handle the pressure, everything opens up. And so we just got to handle the pressure better initially, and I think that starts at the beginning of the game. And if I'm not mistaken, I've started 2 games in a row with a turnover, and so that sets the tone. I have to be better there.
Lastly, kind of a big picture look at this. Do you get any sort of a Warriors 2014, 2015 vibe with these Kings in terms of they're trying to climb the mountain kind of thing?
I think we can say that every year about another team, right? Last year it's Memphis, this year it's them. When you've had the success that we have had, you're always going to get those comparisons, but it's hard to do. What we've done, so kind of relax a little bit on the comparisons. I said I kind of relax. Not you have to relax. I kind of relax on the comparisons.
Draymond, putting the Sabonis incident aside, Steve mentioned this game has been very physical. How would you assess your team has been matching the physicality of the backs?
I think at times we've matched the physicality. At times we've been the aggressor, and then there are but too many times where we haven't. And it's kind of figuring it out as well. Team gets physical, you get physical back, you get a foul call, you're trying to figure that out as well. So, Overall, done okay, but not to the level you need to be to win playoff games.
Draymond, in the fourth quarter was all the veterans, I guess, except for when Moody came in a little bit for Wiggins. No Poole, no Dante even. Kuminga didn't play in the second half. Where do you see kind of those young guys? I mean, are you expecting more from them? Do you see something in them that you can get more from them?
It's different. It's different brand of basketball in the playoffs, and we know all those guys are more than capable. We know what Jordan is capable of. We know what Dante is capable of. We know what JK is capable of. So just got to stay ready. Games take turns, and coaches have to make decisions based upon how they feel the game is going. And, it happens every year, but you got to stay ready. And, I know those guys will.
Draymond, there's always been the feeling that things would be different once the playoffs start, but it seems like some of the issues you're dealing with are the same as from the regular season: turnovers, fouling on defense. Is it hard to break out of issues that have,
I think I told y'all in the regular season, you just don't flip a switch. Your issues are your issues, and you have to work through them and figure them out. We gave up 29 free throws. Number realistically probably should be a little closer to 20, but it's not. So just got to figure it out.
How do you fix the problem?
We have to be better at the point of attack. That's guards who's guarding the ball. That's bigs who's in coverage. You have to be better at the point of attack. Once your defense is compromised, that's when you get fouls.
Two more, Dalton, and then Anthony. Draymond, Steph didn't take a shot in the third quarter until about 3.5 minutes left. They're obviously being very physical with him. As an initiator, how do you think you guys can best get him going earlier?
I don't know. We have to figure that out. That's something that we need to go watch on the film. Try to figure out how we can release the pressure some. And what other guys can do behind the play when he does get off the ball. So we'll figure it out over the next couple of days, make our adjustments, and come ready to play in Game 3.
After you get ejected, do you go back and watch the game? How does the final 6 minutes go for you?
Sometimes I watch, sometimes I don't.
Did you watch tonight?
Lift some weights, get stronger. That's fine. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I watched here, watched there. But
I partly asked because this is 2 straight games. You mentioned you're close late, but they've closed better than you guys. What do you think's going on down the stretch? I know you.
Fox has made plays. You gotta give Fox a lot of credit, but that's who he is. He's up for a clutch award for a reason. That's who he is. So I don't think it's been a scoring issue. I think we've scored down the stretch. We just haven't gotten stops. So I think it's a defensive issue.